Hey guys, what's going on? Finally just got my breath under control. I just did a series of shuttle runs. I've been training shuttle runs 3 times a week for just over 7 weeks now. And I have to tell you this morning, the reason I'm telling you this is when I got up this morning, I had this on my mind because it was kind of on my list of things to do today along with some strength training later on this afternoon. And I didn't really feel like doing it. And I was starting to get these excuses in my mind like, oh, didn't really have a good sleep last night, and then my legs are kind of feeling sore and even a bit stiff. My knees are feeling wonky because I squatted yesterday. Maybe I shouldn't do it today. Maybe I should push it off to tomorrow. I'll probably do better. And at some point in time, you just have to say, no, that's nonsense. You're just doing it, you know, because it's so easy to get, you know, to just think of all these excuses. And then all it takes is for you to sit down at a desk in front of a screen and you get pulled into your work or you get pulled into the internet and suddenly you can't escape it, right? Or you're on your phone or whatever it is you do, right? And it's, I mean, my shuttle run took literally 7-8 minutes this morning. It didn't take any time to do, right? And I went through all this mental, you know, mental foolishness about should I do it, should I not do it, and I finally had to say, Greg, you just got to go do this thing. You're going to feel so much better after. So look, I posted a video a week or two ago, and it was about how to develop, you know, the right discipline when you're starting an exercise program. And I'll tell you, even for somebody like me that's been doing this for X number of years and I have experience, it's even tough for me on some days. Of course it is, I'm human, right? So 2 things keep me going, and maybe some of these can help you. One is I have the proper, or I think the proper for me, intrinsic motivation of why I'm doing this stuff in the first place. Like, why am I doing shuttle runs? Why am I doing body weight strength training? Why am I lifting weights? Why am I trying to get stronger? I try to pick, for my reason, is something that is not so superficial. So yes, aesthetics, I think that they're great. I want to look great. I want to look good. Of course I do. But there's something beyond that. And for me, maybe because I'm at a certain stage in life, I picture myself, you know, 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road. What's my life and what's my quality of life going to be like? And I know for me, my quality of life 10 to 20 years from now is highly dependent on what I do every single day right now, okay? So if you're in your mid-30s or maybe your 40s, you may not be thinking about this yet, but you can still project out and even take like, okay, where am I going to be in 15 years? Where am I going to be in 20 years? Where am I going to be in 30 years? Can you picture yourself? Do you know what you're going to look like, right? And for me, I know that, of course, aging is a thing, but I want to still be physically capable, right? If there's an emergency situation, I used to say this years ago, and it always sounded so melodramatic. What do you mean emergency situation, like a fire or something? And now, with this crazy COVID-19 and the pandemic, we suddenly have an emergency. Right? And I want to be somebody that can help other people because I have the physical capabilities, right? I know that I can lift somebody up and carry them. I can do fireman's carries. I can, you know, I can pull my own body weight. I can push my own body weight. I have the endurance. I have the stamina. I have the capacity to do practical things. And so for me, that motivates me. I very much want to live my later years an active life, full of vitality, full of adventure, full of authentic experiences, and I want to enjoy them pain-free. I have no desire to, you know, spend my declining years lying on a couch watching Netflix, eating bags of chips, because that is not going to satisfy me. That's not, to me, that's not a life worth lived. I mean, sure, every now and then, we all like a little bit of comfort. We all like to relax, but life is for living, man. Life is too short, right? So that's my intrinsic motivation. And so for me, that goes way further than any goal of like, well, I'm doing this because I want to burn calories, or I'm doing this because I want to lose weight, right? If you think those are your motivations, ask yourself why. Why do you want to lose the weight, right? Get to the real reason. Is it to please others? Is it because somehow you think that if you lost weight, you're suddenly going to be happier because maybe you're not happy now? Because I'll be the first to tell you that's not necessarily true. Maybe you'll be happier, but maybe not. There's no guarantee. I think you have to find the real reason, right? What's behind it? And that will give you your intrinsic motivation. When it comes down to the actual day-to-day, like today in my shuttle runs, sometimes it just, you got to be a little tough on yourself, right? Sometimes it just takes nothing more than sheer discipline. So I know myself, I'm a man of my word. So if I say I'm going to do something, then I'm going to do it. So I said I'm going to do shuttle runs today. It's like a code. It's like a code of honor. I'm going to do it because this is what I promised to myself. So no way I'm going to let myself down. That's just the way I work. So you have to think, are you a person of your word, right? Make your own code. What's your minimal standard? It's not that you'll never give yourself a break, right? We all need it from time to time, but sometimes you need a little tough love too, right? Because now I feel awesome, right? I've done that. I'm looking forward to my session when I get to hoist a few weights this afternoon. That's what keeps me going. So message to you, find your intrinsic motivation, okay? And get after it, all right? Hope you're all doing well, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Thanks.